Hello, NBA playoff fans. We're about to start Game 4 of the conference finals here on 2K Sports. Shaq's here. The Jet is here. I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center. Taking a look at the 76ers, Game 3, a bitter loss. These home fans hoping they can rally back and provide something to cheer about this time around. And in a lopsided series, Shaq, for the team that's clearly overmatched, what can they do to keep going?
You got to play fast and loose because, Ernie, Kenny, you have nothing to lose. The onus is on your opponent to close out the series. Not an easy thing to do.
You know what? You never know what's going to happen either, Ernie. Like an injury. Oh, that could shift the whole momentum.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, you don't want anybody to get hurt, but that's a fact of life. You tweak an ankle or something like that, a hammy, you never know.
And you're also playing for pride, you know, as individual players and as a franchise. And you never know what could happen. You just got to keep playing.
I missed a game once well, actually, I was unable to type because I had kind of a hangnail. It came during the playoffs.
Wow. Was it a competition?
It was hard.
It was a writing competition.
No, I was just trying to do my job.
Oh.
Missed 3 nights. But I'm not sorry.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Eastern Conference Finals, Game 4. The 76ers have their backs against the wall, down 3 games to none. Can the dream of defying history by doing what no team has done before drive them to victory? It's a must-win Game 4 against the Miami Heat. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
We're in Philadelphia, where the crowd is on their feet. Again, we welcome you to our broadcast of the NBA playoffs here on 2K Sports. This series right now lopsided 3-zip. Can a comeback attempt be made, or will we see a team advance to the finals? This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We take a look at the 76ers. They're facing elimination, and the fans in this building know that this could be their last game of the year without a tremendous effort.
Yeah, let's not kid ourselves. Things are looking bleak right now. There's no doubt about that. But the home fans are behind them. They just got to focus on winning this game and then take it from there.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Adebayo is out there with Paul George. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Richardson. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. Outside, Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
And I'm loving the recognition, right? He simply takes what the defense allows. That's a smart move.
Now, here's Richardson. And George kicks to Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
Now the defense head on a swivel as Oladipo had him in circles.
Now the 76ers with it. Simmons on the wing. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Back to Smith. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Now here is George. Adebayo kicks to Drummond. They get a hand on it. George against Covington. In the corner, Simmons with it. Oladipo with the ball. Passes to Richardson. Back to Oladipo. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Richardson. And the rejection by Smith. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the 76ers with possession. And Simmons kicks to Davis. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Oladipo. On pass to George. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. There's the pass to Covington. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Clock at 6. Outside, Simmons. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Inside, and stolen by Simmons. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Covington finds Davis. Smith outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. It's Drummond with the rebound. Miami trailing. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. What he stressed to his guys in the locker room was they can't go into this game thinking they got room for error. Just because they've swept this team so far and they're the favorite, it seems like they have nothing to prove. But any series can swing the other way in a hurry. Cliches have truth in them, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Number 1, Andre Drummond. 4th, Nerlens Noel.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Simmons left side. Over Oladipo. The 76ers again can't hit it. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It was a big win for them coming off Tuesday's match.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Well, most of the time, guys come off the bench and just try to stabilize. Tonight, they got some serious points, and when you're on the road, it gives you unanticipated advantages.
Here's Adebayo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 6. High arcing shot, and Oladipo with the lay-in. Good.
And that's where you like to see Oladipo operating right there around the rim.
76ers trailing. Smith scanning the floor. Here's Simmons. Tries again. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. George against Covington. Left side, George. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Smith right side. Over Richardson. A shot off that time. And it's Miami the other way. There for Drummond. The kick out to Oladipo. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. Noel's checked in for Philadelphia. Redick comes in for Smith. Nurkic checked in for Miami. '76ers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Simmons dishes to Redick. Pass to Noel. Now here's Simmons. He's guarded by Nurkic. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Noel.
And really with Simmons, the guy just has everything, including the soft mid-range jump shot.
Outside, George. Now, Nurkic. George passes to Drummond. Yep, it counts. Drummond's got his second basket of the night.
He doesn't do some of the damage that other big men do on the perimeter, but inside, Drummond's got just as much game as anybody.
Now, here's Reddick. Pass to Simmons. Over Richardson. And he overshot that one, missing.
He just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
And George with the stuff.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Simmons connects on the 17-footer.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
The Heat with the lead. Passes it to George. Goes back up. In deep, Drummond drops it in. Drummond's got 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Simmons on the wing. Guarded by Oladipo. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
And what skill from Simmons. A total genius at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Now, here's George. This now to Oladipo. Richardson against Reddick. And here's George for 3. It's good from long range.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
The 76ers trail by 5. Outside, Reddick. Simmons inside the line. Misses off the right iron.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, more poised if they're going to win this one.
And the rejection by Noel. And stolen by Drummond. To the middle. Oladipo misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And Reddick kicks to Covington. The pass to Simmons. And Davis now top of the key. Reddick against Richardson. Shot clock at 2. Was shot by Reddick. No good.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Now here's Drummond. 6 points for him. The kick out to Oladipo. And stolen by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
How about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's.
He'll make substitutions.
One shot, gentlemen.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Ben Simmons. And Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick. now here's Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Winslow against Smith. And it's Miami with the rebound. To the inside. Winslow, the pass to King. Good work there as it goes. King's got his first basket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Pass to Korkmaz. He kicks it to Embiid. Tries again. Over Winslow. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The 76ers have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Embiid drops them both. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Wade kicks to Winslow. '76ers on defense. It's a 3-point game. King, the pass to Nurkic. Over Noel. Noel with the block. Now the 76ers on the break. Smith in the posts. Wade is covering. Second chance shot. And Winslow pulls it down.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
Right wing. And Noel kicks to Korkmaz. Powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
But that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Here's Wade. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Again, the miss by the Heat.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
Out to Smith. 4 on the shot clock. There's the 3. There's Embiid. Makes it off the glass. Embiid's got 6.
Great patience on the block, elevating with ease and then sinking the close range shot over the top of the D.
Pass to Nurkic. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Dwayne Wade talked about the potential of this team as well as the challenges they face this season.
We understand our potential can develop to be a great team in this season. But that's the hardest part, is understanding your potential when you have guys who's never been through it, as a collective group. So that's the biggest challenge, is to understand, okay, we're good, guys. We can win some games, but can we get to the next level of being great?
That's the veteran mindset a player like Wade brings to the group.
Exactly. I mean, he's fully aware of the importance of experience, a true leader for his team.
And we welcome you back to the Eastern Conference Finals here on 2K Sports. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense, and this has them out to a big lead after one.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Heat, Wade and Winslow out on the wings. Nurkic is out there with Adebayo, and it's Dinwiddie in at the one. Redick against Wade. With the teardrop, and he lays it up and in.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Kicks it to Wade. And it's Noel with the rebound. The 76ers lead. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. To the inside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gentlemen, two shots. Loose shots.
That's good from Noel. And so he makes both from the line. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He had a nice open look right there.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Passes to Korkmaz. Here's Noel. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Here's Redick. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Heat take it the other way. Winslow wide open. He fires. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Shamet hits it from three-point range. He has 7.
At least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Dinwiddie. Good ball movement here by Miami. Nurkic blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Nurkic has got his first points of the game.
You could see that the D wanted to block the shot, but they didn't. Nurkic schooled him there.
Shamet by Winslow. And here's Embiid. He's got 6. Great D that time from Nurkic. Now here's Winslow. Tight defense on him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Getting the foul on the shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. It up, and this next one could give them the lead. second free throw, no good.
Shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Outside, Redick. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Dinwiddie. Miami no good on that time either. The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And there's the pass to Embiid. Shoots over Nurkic. Embiid, no good.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
Was shot by Redick, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Winslow against Noel. Winslow's shot is off.
And our defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
Shamet, no good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Miami.
And you can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
So both teams making some changes here. Drummond with it. 6 points for him. George up top. He's guarded by Davis.
Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
Oladipo against Simmons. Down low. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Simmons.
A good positioning down low. That helps make the shot attempt a little bit easier for AD.
It's stolen by Davis. Covington against George. Covington finds Simmons. Back to Covington and stolen by Drummond. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's Drummond missing. The 76ers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. That's 3 of 9. Paul George with the steal. A finish, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, all of that starting right there with the steal by Paul George, illustrating his ability to anticipate that time, and a great play on the ball.
Now here's Simmons. 8 points for him. 76ers moving the ball around. And George kicks to Richardson. Shoots over Redick. Richardson, good. Now it's a 4-point Miami lead.
Nice job, Richardson, playing now in the mid-range. That tells me his offensive game is showing confidence.
And the 76ers call time here.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball going.
Now here's Simmons. Over Oladipo. Will not go. This is off the front iron. In the corner, it's Richardson. And there's another one for the Heat.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Simmons against Oladipo. Outside, Davis. Down low, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Winslow, the pass to Richardson. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Simmons kicks to Davis. Pass to Redick. Covington against Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Winslow. All by himself. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Ben Simmons.
Fearless play by Winslow, putting his head down and barreling in with great focus.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. The first one falls.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
He hits both from the stripe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And one thing they'll discuss are the defensive rotations. The other is in the matchup.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. The 4th spot held by Justice Winslow.
He is having so much success from beyond the 3-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
Now Simmons, 8 points for him. Stolen by George. Pass to Oladipo. It's tipped. He kicks to Drummond. Dishes it to George. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
With Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring. You get good playmaking and rebounding. You get a defender with active hands. There's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success. Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
Knocked loose. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Now here's Winslow. He's got 5. Looking for Oladipo. He gets it there. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Such great timing from Oladipo on the weak side to find that alley-oop. Great communication there.
Here's Winslow. Kicks to Oladipo. Outside, George. He dishes it to Winslow. Good ball movement here by Miami. 4 on the clock. Here's Richardson. Drummond trying to get himself free. Richardson, no luck. The 76ers trail by 14. Passes to Covington, and they get it. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
I still think there's a chance you string a couple of big plays together and the tide can turn very quickly.
Now here's Simmons. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. The pass to Covington. He kicks to Davis. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Davis has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Noel. And Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick. And Miami also making a switch. Adebayo's checked in. Now here is George. He's got 9. And Oladipo kicks to George. Inside, here's Drummond. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Down by 12. Davis surveying the 4. Back to Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Over George. That one off the back iron and out. The Heat leading by 12. From 13, and the jumper is on the mark. George has got 11.
Well, the defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
Smith kicks to Embiid. Here's Simmons. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's stolen by Oladipo. .109 left in the first half. To the paint, Adebayo, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Heat shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 104 left to play here in the second quarter. Smith outside. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Simmons. That's short off the rim. The Heat leading by 16. And George kicks to Richardson. Drummond trying to get himself free. Smith with the defensive effort. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And that one drops for him. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the flow.
George against Covington. George finds Richardson. Oladipo, the pass to Drummond. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 14 points for the game.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Feeds it to Embiid. Good D by Drummond. And so it's the Miami Heat feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
With active hands in the defensive end, it really got us all hyped up. And, it translates to the offensive end as well, too. So, we're looking real good right now. We just got to put it together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And, folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. SRO, standing room only.
Ooh, nice.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet. For the Heat, this game has been a continuation of the dominance they've shown throughout the series. They've got their brooms ready, and it doesn't look like anything's going to hold off the sweep. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
A statue of William Penn at the top of City Hall, welcoming you back to the historic city of Philadelphia. Welcome back to Game 4 as we get back into the action. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Heat leading by 17. We've got Davis. Smith is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Embiid in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. 76ers shooting just 34% from the floor. There's the feed to Davis. And he banks in the layup. Davis has got the first bucket of the third here for the 76ers.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Simmons against Oladipo. Knocks it loose. Misses off the right eye.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. You just can't buy a bucket right now.
2 points. That one goes. 10 points for Ben Simmons.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
It's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
Here's Adebayo. Pass to Richardson. And here is Drummond. Again, the miss by the Heat.
They just cannot seem to get it going so far in this half, missing their first 3 shots.
Smith kicks to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Basket good. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
And really, Simmons makes it look so easy. The way he's attacking defenses from multiple angles is really just phenomenal.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 6. George, that's a 2-pointer. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. George has got 16 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Smith finds Simmons. It's Covington on the wing. Offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Adebayo. Back to Richardson. It's George on the wing. Lets it fly from 18. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, if they had an edge at halftime, they might have lost it. Beginning this half, 1 of 5.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now, here's Richardson. And Drummond kicks to George. Passes it to Oladipo. Lobbed up there for Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, Victor's showing some nice signs of vision on that play. Not an easy cover in the pick and roll. It's a nice pass.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Habit. And the 76ers call time here.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Third is Joel Embiid. Andre Drummond fourth.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And finished off by Davis.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Right, big scoring run fueled by great game planning and really some great shot making.
Now here's Richardson. 6 points for him. Kicks it to Drummond. Up top, Oladipo. Covered by Smith. And the rejection by Smith. Outside, Simmons. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Richardson with it. The pass to Oladipo. Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Davis. And even 3-on-3 break. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
How about this run there in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
The aggressiveness has picked up on both sides of the floor. And I'm not sure what took them so long to muster that, but here we are.
Here's George. It's deflected. Second chance effort. And the layup is good. George has got 18 points in the game. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 15-6 run. Simmons with it. Now defended by Oladipo. For 3, Covington. It's hauled in by the Heat. Drummond's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Oladipo outside. And there's another one for the Heat.
Oladipo executed that pick and roll well. Remarkable at scoring whenever he gets room to shoot off the screen.
And Simmons kicks to Davis. Fades. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Davis has got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
And the Heat call time here. J.J. Redick's checked in for the 76ers. Nurkic checked in for the Heat. Wade comes in for Richardson. The 3 from George. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Simmons inside. By Oladipo. Offensive rebound. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. The 76ers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. George, he'll bring it up for Miami. 17 points was their biggest margin. George, double team. He kicks to Nurkic. Pass to Oladipo. 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. And that one goes long.
His shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 15. Count that one. Simmons got 9 points here in the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
George passes to Wade. Shoots over Reddick. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Excellent use in the mid-range area. You know that's one of his favorite shots.
Embiid dishes to Davis. Embiid kicks to Smith. Simmons against Oladipo. Latrey. No good from Simmons. The Heat leading by 8. Down low. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oladipo, a good free throw shooter, so well served to seek out contact and get to the line.
The Heat have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Oladipo can be so explosive, long and lengthy. Like to see him continue to get better.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now Reddick. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Simmons. Wade finds Oladipo. Back to Wade. Oladipo outside. A basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. So brilliant at throwing the D off guard.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. The Heat leading by 10. Wade kicks to George. High post, Nurkic. Embiid's there. Nurkic can't hit.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that.
Sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the pick.
Oladipo, the pass to George. Pocket 4. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. No good on that one. Nice D from Oladipo. The shot by George, wide open. Here's Nurkic, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Don't talk much about the arc on a shot, but Nurkic did a great job hauling in that rebound and finishing the look over top.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. King comes in for George. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Victor Oladipo. The 76ers trail by 11. Passes it to Covington. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The shot by Redick, no good.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point. You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Now, here's Redick. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shamet. A shot off that time, and it's Miami the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. King, the pass to Winslow. Covington with the steal. Here's Korkmaz. There's Noel, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The 76ers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first. All free throws good from Noel. The Heat leading by 9. The pass to King. Kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to King from downtown. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Covington's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Korkmaz. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The 76ers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Here's Dinwiddie. Wade outside. Pass to Nurkic. No good on that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. 1:10 left in the third. Noel with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Korkmaz kicks to Noel. Shamet gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 10. Heat leading by 5. Here's Wade. That one off the back iron and out.
Just not his night so far, guys.
And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. To the paint, and Noel throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Winslow against Covington. Winslow the pass to King. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. to Korkmaz. And Noel gets to Reddick. Now the fast break. King with the ball. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
5 seconds left to play here in the third. King with the steal. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The 76ers trail by 6 on the floor for Miami starting the fourth. They've got King. Justice Winslow out there with Nurkic. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, you see the excellent skill set. And this is when you want to make an impact.
I feel like there's an uptick in the intensity as well. Fourth quarter, and it's closing time.
Now, here's Wade. It's over Reddick. Wade, good. And the Heat lead by 6.
Are you surprised that Dwayne Wade is going to score that far in the paint? I'm not.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it.
Now here's Winslow. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Back to Wade. Got a piece of it. The 76ers trail by 4. Reddick surveying the D. Pass to Noel. Nurkic with the steal. Dinwiddie passes to Nurkic. Good.
280 pounds. I think Nurkic is well within his means to score past contact.
Now the pass to Korkmaz. He feeds it to Embiid. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
Here's Wade after the made shot from Joel Embiid. 18 that time from Reddick.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
There's the dish to Embiid. Winslow. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Joel Embiid.
Now he's put on a shooting display here in the second half. He really seems to be in a great groove right now.
And the Heat call time here.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
Now, I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Offensive rebound. Winslow finds Nurkic, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's Winslow. Misses off the left iron. For Philadelphia, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Reddick dishes to Embiid. Outside, Reddick. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
I love how Reddick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. Bring it up for the Miami Heat. Run past the arc. And it's Noel with the rebound. The 76ers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. It was shot by Reddick. No good. Miami's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Winslow kicks to Dinwiddie. Looking for Wade. He gets it there. And then Wade slams it in.
And even though Dwayne Wade is a little older now, it does not stop him from getting up like that one. Sick jam.
Pass to Embiid. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Heat on D. They lead by 1. 6 to shoot. Pass to Korkmaz. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Reddick against Wade. Floats it up there for Nurkic. And stolen by Noel. Here's Korkmaz. Lays it up off the glass. And now a 4-point 76ers lead.
Well, the defense does not appear to be playing together out there right now. Lots of bad reach-ins and not enough getting in front of the man to stop the penetration.
Now here's Winslow. Inside, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Well, Nurkic is big enough to do that, isn't he?
76ers have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Outside Reddick, a shot. And the 76ers take on 2 more.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Now, here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his 4th assist in this one. Shamet. It's tipped. King left side, and he goes in for the dunk.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
It's Korkmaz. No good on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Nurkic. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Nurkic has got 11 points here in just the second half. Kicks to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. The shot by Reddick, no good. The Heat with the lead, and they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Philadelphia has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Passes it to Embiid. To the middle, stolen by Wade. Winslow the bounce pass. Embiid with the steal. And there's the pass to Reddick. 6 to shoot to end the run, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Miami called for the foul.
JJ works hard to get open, and then the rest of it is about squaring up and getting that form together.
The first one falls.
It feels like J.J. Redick has every part of this game buttoned up, especially when it comes to getting high percentage and quality shots.
And Miami making a change here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Winslow. Paul George comes in for King. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Oladipo in for Dinwiddie. And both free throws good for Redick.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
8 have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Down low, stolen away. Nice job winning up the alley-oop attempt there. Simmons passes to Covington. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 5 here tonight.
And Simmons is just the total player that can really dish it to his team.
Pass to George. Dishes it to Drummond. Just 5 to shoot. But he need to get a shot off. Miami no good on that time either.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Knocked away. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Well, he was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Now, here's Richardson. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Miami with the ball. And Oladipo kicks to Richardson. And Oladipo has it in the corner. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
6 on the shot clock. Richardson finds Drummond over Davis.
Great contest from AD there. Always a legitimate threat to throw it back.
To the inside. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
Throw good, Davis.
Anthony Davis is going to spend a lot of time at the free throw line most nights throughout the course of the season. And it's going to be pretty solid when he gets there.
Now, here's George. Embiid with the steal. And, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. And it's good off the back rim and in. And it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
And not efficient in that first half, but they have really picked it up here. The shots that weren't falling earlier finally finding the bottom of the net.
Covington against George. He kicks it to Drummond. And stolen by Simmons. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Ben Simmons.
You could see Drummond's eyes light up once he knew that finish was coming. He didn't waste the chance. Boy, did he get his money's worth on that one.
One shot.
Free throw good, Drummond.
Yeah, I don't know if any big man has the combination of strength, speed, and hops that Drummond has, not to mention his length, an unreal physical specimen.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Richardson the bounce pass. Here's Adebayo. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
Yeah, crucial basket there. And as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take advantage.
The more that you level up in the game of basketball, it becomes about the matchups, identifying the weakest link, and then exploiting it.
And it goes down 2 points.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Now, here's Oladipo. Now, here's Drummond. Outside George. Popped up there from Drummond.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
There's 1:38 left in the game. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Left side, Davis. Smith outside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Simmons against Oladipo. A shot fake there. Got the D out of position. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
Now, here's Oladipo. He can't get it to go. Simmons with the defensive effort, and that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. .59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Embiid. Over Drummond. And too long on the shot. Smith against Richardson. Feeds it to Drummond. Oladipo right side. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, that is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
Shot from 12.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
You bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're down by 4. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decision. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
Drummond kicks to George. Pass to Drummond. And Embiid with the block. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Obviously upset to have to take a seat here, but at this point, I don't think it'll have an impact. The game's probably out of reach anyway. And luckily, they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. is his second attempt at the line. No good. It's Richardson on the wing. Miami no good on that time either. And they go to the intentional foul.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Smith. 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. From deep, no good. So the 76ers win it. Backs against the wall, Greg, but they showed us tonight they are not done yet.
You can just never count this group out. I mean, unlikely to see a full comeback, but we've seen it before.
Yeah. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and our biggest focus of the game was guard the ball. That's what we did, come out of that timeout and never look back.
And led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.